I still have a lot of shortcomings, but I'm living diligently. I try to find the hidden values and strengths in myself that others might not see. If I don't like myself, who will? I hope you be the master of your life instead of being swayed by others. Hello.
Hello,
Dr. Friends.
Dr. Friends.
Like, comment, notifications, self-esteem today.
Self-esteem.
Our helpers often use the word self-esteem when they DM us on Instagram, and even patients who visit the hospital seem to feel like their self-esteem has dropped.
Used to have high self-esteem, now lower. They often ask how to boost their self-esteem. Heard about self-esteem, right?
Hear it more now.
Right!
I've heard it a lot lately.
The word self-esteem in English is self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
Yes, self-esteem.
It's like a self.
The US pronunciation.
Director laughed. Jin Sung's esteem fell.
Bad accent.
Really? 10 years.
When we talk about self-esteem in English, it's like major.
Kind.
It's measure.
Measure.
I got read it.
It's a measure of one's sense of self-worth.
How about it?
Again.
It's an indicator of personal self-awareness and self-worth.
The key is in how I view, love, and respect myself more than how others see me. It's about self-assessment and self-love.
So, if I have a job or an academic background that everyone envies, I feel like my self-esteem would be higher. Is there necessarily a correlation?
So, as I mentioned earlier, it's about how I see myself, not how others see me. There's not necessarily a correlation.
It doesn't matter.
Even if you have a job, education, or appearance that everyone envies, if you don't see it that way yourself. But I think there's a higher chance, for example, to get good grades or a good job, you would have made an effort.
Right.
If you've tried hard and achieved some positive results, it can lead to more confidence.
Positive feedback.
Right? Then you can develop self-confidence and feel valuable. And if you've been diligent and hardworking, others will likely acknowledge you.
So, it's the process that boosts my self-esteem.
Exactly.
Achieving something through those actions boosts your accomplishment and positivity.
Exactly. Achievements from our hard work can significantly impact us positively. But we all know people who belittle others' successes, saying they're not a big deal, and mock them.
Some people do.
Some do.
Those who dismiss others' success might have low self-esteem.
Really? Who belittle?
It's surprising, not superiority.
That's right.
No self-respect.
That's right. Some have enviable abilities and positions, but may still have low self-esteem. Others might think, I've done my best. I'm living well, even if not seen as big achievers. Valuing one's achievements is key.
Self-esteem can be high.
Exactly, that's possible.
As Mr. Nakjun asked, self-esteem can be high when you achieve something or have positive experiences, but a crucial element of self-esteem is having a sense of control over oneself or one's situation.
Such as
Regulation.
Yes. Yes. So, autonomy and initiative affect self-esteem.
It's very important to me.
Oh, really?
Thinking now.
Match this with what we talked about earlier. There are people who have followed the path that everyone sees as successful. They have good education, good jobs, and have taken an elite course, but they still come to university hospitals for consultations. These people were to wander others wanted rather than tasting the achievements of the life they truly desired. They worked hard.
So they chased what society defines as success.
Exactly. They lived diligently, but instead of leading their own life autonomously, they're living by others' standards, affecting their self-esteem.
Swayed by others.
That's right.
Even if successful,
If it's society's wish,
It can lead to lower self-esteem.
So even if they have jobs that others admire, a spouse that everyone sees as great, and live in an enviable neighborhood, if it's not what they truly wanted, it can lower self-esteem. So chasing those things isn't bad. But what do I truly want?
if it turns out the way they truly want, then their self-esteem would be high.
right? But now most modern people live very busy lives. So without any thought, they just live according to what others like. And when they reach their 40s, they feel a bit empty. You know, even executives from large corporations come for consultations sometimes. From our perspective, their children are successful and all, but in reality, it's not the life they truly wanted. Some feel a sense of emptiness or like they've wasted their lives.
But why is self-esteem such a big topic now? Thinking back, when I was in college, I barely knew the term self-esteem, but now it's everywhere.
I think
Exactly. I think these days, with the development of social media and media, we can see a wide variety of lives.
You learn things you didn't need to. And since many people see me,
Exactly.
you want to make choices that many people like.
That's right.
Lacks autonomy.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, you can be greatly influenced by others, and it's sometimes driven by the number of likes on Instagram.
You follow.
That can happen.
I see. Some photos get more likes, but that's truly me.
This is more like me.
I make this music and like these books.
When I dress a certain way, people tend to like it a lot. Even if I'm not active on social media, I observe others and wonder, is this how I'm supposed to live? Is this the cool way to live? I might get quite influenced by others.
That's really true.
And you know, the young professionals, it's so competitive.
Right.
It's really intense.
Yeah, seriously.
It's intense.
So with college and jobs, there's much comparison and competition.
There's the phrase young and rich.
Exactly.
Young and rich is like a dream.
Right?
But those who achieve it keep appearing on TV.
Yeah,
And keep showing up on social media. I sometimes think, what have I been doing?
Following the crowd can ease anxiety, but seeing others behind might make you feel superior. This doesn't help self-esteem. It might lower it. Feeling reassured by those less successful.
Is that an expression of my low self-esteem?
that's right.
Self-esteem to drop now.
Exactly.
How can we boost self-esteem?
Attaching conditions to self-esteem is bad. Like thinking, I'll feel better if I lose weight, get a job, or buy something. Focusing too much can make self-esteem crumble if they disappear.
I see.
Instead of creating such conditions like being satisfied when you lose weight but gaining it back, I think you should start by understanding who you are.
About myself.
It's about going back to the beginning and figuring out what you truly like.
Right. Seeing yourself as you are, including your weaknesses. For example, even if Dr. Chang Yun recognizes that he's often late, which is a downside, he also acknowledges his strengths.
I don't run late for important stuff, right?
Facing the side of you that you don't want to confront. For instance, Dr. Nakjun, you might lie a bit, but you have a great imagination.
With that. Right.
What's this?
The alarm went off at lying. The alarm's timing is perfect.
See your flaws, but know you're decent. Even with weaknesses, live diligently. Discover hidden strengths or values within yourself. If you don't appreciate yourself, who will?
Right? I should find my strengths.
Instead of letting others sway you, although it's challenging,
I hope we can own our lives confidently.
It seems like it's getting harder.
That's right.
Our phones show others' lives, leaving no time for ourselves. It's hard to reflect on life and think about fulfillment nowadays.
exactly. Even if you're living a busy life, you need to know what you truly want and why you're running like this. Even if you're following someone else's path, ultimately, accomplishment matters. but you are your life's master.
Regain control.
Oh, that's important. That's important. It's my life. But I live like an extra, doing what others want.
So, whether it's a hobby or a career, instead of focusing on what others say is good, you should do what you like and want, even if there's no big success right away, just building it up little by little.
For someone who really loves writing, even if it's not their main job, they can try writing for an hour a day while working.
In spare time.
Or if you enjoy exercising, even if there's no immediate achievement by keeping promises with yourself like 30 minutes to an hour a day, you can gain a sense of control. And loving yourself for who you are, flaws and all, is challenging, but self-esteem is about positive achievements and the sense that you control and manage your lives. It's worth considering these two aspects.
Know yourself.
Self-esteem matters for happiness.
That's right.
To be happy, I think you need high self-esteem, but that's something to ponder.
Parents need high self-esteem.
As a parent, I want my child to have high self-esteem.
Me too.
I hoped they go their own way, but didn't know how. Just show them. YouTube video. Look!
You both have self-esteem.
Really? Well, I love myself. Can it be a problem if it's too high?
If too high, it's not really self-esteem, but more like
Lying.
a bit of arrogance.
Different from self-esteem.
Delusion.
What's delusion?
The achievements I believe are real.
Dr. Wu's esteem is high. Low self-esteem causes late.
They feel sorry, but
Do they dislike me for being late? That's low self-esteem.
Never thought.
how did you know my feelings? I come late, traffic.
So confident.
Not my fault. Really not it.
She didn't wake me.
This really isn't right.
Not true.
I'm really lying. I wake up earlier than her.
Is this self-esteem or cluelessness? But I don't feel sorry.
If I'm sorry, you'll be uneasy. I can't let anyone see me being sorry.
Worried they'll be uneasy or comfort me.
Not about self-esteem.
Being rude?
It's consideration.
No.
Consideration, even with flaws.
Right. Accepted it.
Thank you.
What's this?